Hey, it's Katrina McGee with Loving on Me, and I am so excited to add some motivation to your Monday. Y'all, I want to talk about how to create a compelling and standout career story. It's brought on by my experience over the last month helping a client recruit a senior level executive. We're going through a stack of resumes trying to decide who has the best qualifications for what they are looking for. And an interesting thing has started to emerge. Over and over, I see the same mistakes on resumes. Three things that consistently are knocking people out of the consideration. So I wanted to tell you about them today so that you can ensure the career story you tell helps you attract the positions you're trying to achieve. Number one, identify your excellence. I am seeing these resumes where they have core competencies at the top and they have 20 things listed. And I'm like, no one is good at 20 things. Now I know you're listening to me thinking, I'm actually really good at 20 things. You're not. Most people are really great at 3 or 4 things and they're proficient at the rest. And you know what? That's really all you need. Those 3 or 4 things that you're great at is what your career should be built on. But because of search engine optimization, because of LinkedIn, because we know recruiters are looking across the internet, we start to pepper our resume and our LinkedIn and things about ourselves with all these keywords. So it looks like a jumbled up mass of nothingness instead of somewhere where you are letting your brilliance emerge, your leadership skills, your strategy, your creativity. Instead, you have random stuff listed like budgeting. Now, there are really only a few people that are great in budgeting, and they generally come out of accounting and finance. So I'm suspect every time I see people in other disciplines tell me they're excellent at budgeting. Now, hey, you might be, but if you think you're excellent at budgeting because you get the template at work, you fill it out correctly, it gets approved, you stick to the budget and you deliver against it, that does not make you excellent at budgeting. That makes you really wonderful at following instructions and being efficient. That is not excellent at budgeting. People who are excellent in budgeting also do forecasting, analysis. They take multiple budgets and merge them into one. They know how to do things in Excel. I didn't know Excel was even possible, and they get their juice out of it. And that's really the key. When you identify your excellence, it should be things that make you smile, things that you could do in your sleep, things that you are passionate about. Whatever those 3 or 4 things are the excellence that somebody should get immediately from reading your resume. Now, once you identify your area of excellence, you need to strategize your proof points. See, a lot of times when we list the job title, we start listing responsibilities and accomplishments that go on for page after page. And honestly, they are not reaffirming that area of excellence. It just becomes a recitation of facts. The goal is to take people on a journey so they get to know you and they can see, oh my gosh, she's a rock star. She really is a strong leader. She really does know how to strategize. She sure can create a campaign that moves mountains, that creates movements. That's the stuff that you want people to walk away from. But if you feel compelled to list every single thing you've ever done, the important stuff gets lost in the story. And so here's the third thing. Be succinct in your story. These 3 to 4 page resumes is not a good thing. First of all, we don't have the attention span to read it, okay? We love you, we're interested, but 3 to 4 pages is just too much. It's too much. It means A, you haven't been able to look at your own life and identify the areas that are important to highlight. And B, if you couldn't do that for you, why should I let you do that for me? Listen, resumes 1 to 2 pages max. Max. Anything other than that, you probably need a CV. Or you need to go through step 1 and step 2. Y'all, this is critical. And honestly, stuff like this is the reason I am launching Loving on Me Academy in January. Because I know y'all are brilliant. I know that you have such great potential. And all of us, every last one of us, can be an A player, but some of us are out of position. So the Academy's first class is going to be bold, be brilliant, be you. 6 steps for powering up your personal brand. Because I want you to know how to craft a story for your life that compels people to see you in a certain way. But for this week, my challenge is your resume and your LinkedIn. Look at it to see what areas of excellence are clearly identified. Then look at the proof points under each job to make sure they support that area. And then finally, if it's 3 to 4 pages, start cutting stuff out. Listen, I know we all have long career histories. I was a career guide, a tour guide, my first job at 14. It's not on my resume. Does it support my public speaking? Yes, but I was 14. So some of us need to dial back and stop trying to tell our whole life story on our resume and LinkedIn. Be specific, be intentional, be succinct. If you're looking for a job, do this today. If you're not looking for a job, get it done in the next week, because the best time to be ready for a new job is while you still have one. I'm loving on me as I love you. Peace and blessings. Bye-bye.